What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the RogueMTRafter channel. Hope everybody's doing great. Hope you're having a good summer and doing some fun things. Hopefully you're out fishing. I would really like to get out fishing soon, so kind of staying after it with this boat. Got a lot of new stuff done on this thing since the last video. Built a custom mount here for the throttle box. Made it out of black pipe, stainless steel hardware. Threw some black satin paint on it and hard mounted it right to the console. I added the tachometer. That's a Suzuki brand tachometer too, so I'm making sure it'll jive with my motor. Here's a really interesting feature that I threw on here. I was originally going to use a RAM mount for my phone, but Scotty hooked me up with an accessory package for this build, and I kind of wanted to do a little video on this guy here. As you can see, there's a little, side wing mount nut thing there that controls the depth of how wide your phone is, and you can lock it right in. So if you're going 30 miles an hour in waves, you're not gonna have to worry about that phone falling out. So I'll put a link in my description. That's, if you're looking for a phone mount, you're not gonna find a better one than that. So pretty happy with that. And it also mounts, I think that's the 241L locking base. So you could just hit the button and then the phone mount will just pop right out. Got a UHF antenna mounted. I still got to wire it through the console and get it up through the dash so I can get that Uniden fired up. Humminbird Helix 7 installed. That thing is super awesome. Been running that Humminbird for a couple of years now on my other raft, and I'm really happy with it. It does exactly what I need it to do. Mostly fish for trout, stuff like that, so I'm more concerned about the depth than I am side view kind of stuff. I just use the Mega DI. Yeah, that's about it for gauges. I do have a 4-gang switch coming here so I can run the interior lights. I'm going to put some lights inside, so if I'm doing a little night fishing or if it's getting dark out and I want to see the floor a little better, I can just hit a switch and they'll be on. As far as electronics, all I really have left to do is put a bilge pump in the back here, just in case you get a little water in and we can shoot it right out. Got the Scotty 1106B Downriggers mounted, and I did a backing plate on those just to make sure, because these things are really expensive and I really don't want to lose one. So I went a little overboard on the mounting, but I think I'd rather have it be too strong than not strong enough. Let's see what else. I'll do a separate video on this bench because I got to pull it out again to drill some holes in it for it's going to mount to the floor. So I'll show you the inside of it, and once the latches are on, I got some toggle latches to make sure that lid never flips up. But yeah, I'm pretty much getting near the end of this part of it all. Unfortunately, I got to tear it all apart and drag it outside and drill all the holes in the floor and get all that stuff mounted, put it back together, and then adjust everything on the trailer. So yeah, there's definitely a lot to do still, but we're getting close. Pretty excited about this Amped Outdoors 80 amp Bluetooth battery. Amped Outdoors hooked me up with a screaming deal on it, as I was definitely getting down to the wire on budget. So I wanted to stick with them regardless. I was considering an Epoch, but I never heard back from those guys, and the dudes over at Amped Outdoors hooked me up. So I'm excited about this battery. It's a Group 27 size battery, but it seriously only weighs I think it's like 18 pounds. And Amped Outdoors has an app, which I downloaded, and it's seriously super easy to just monitor every aspect of this battery right on your phone. So that's cool. I'm excited about that. I picked up this AIRBANK Puffer Pro so I can keep these tubes at the right PSI. This thing is actually pretty lightweight and small, and comes with a little carrying case with tons of different nozzle attachments and stuff like that. But I might do a video on that after I use it a few times and make sure it's not a piece of junk. I looked all over online at reviews for just about every possible, mobile inflator that I could find, and I don't think any of them really had a solid review. Even the really expensive ones that, a lot of the other companies are using just had horrible reviews. So I was like, well, I'm going to give that one a shot. I think it was like $110 or something. So we'll see how it does. But other than that, yeah, there's not a whole lot that I think I missed on this. So the next couple of videos should be up soon. I'm gonna, do some specific videos on that Amped Outdoors battery and the Optima battery I chose and why I chose it. And we'll probably go over a couple of other little details, inside the rear bench. Basically, the rear bench it took a long time to do this, but to get the configuration the way that I want it to and the height right and all that, because I got a 12-gallon Moeller fuel tank that goes inside there. Plus my Optima blue top battery goes in there. And, I got little details you don't really notice, but, I got to get the Marinco ports wired up properly and get all that stuff done. Just one thing after another. I got some room behind this, so I'm going to put a little bilge pump back there. I think it's a 800 gallon per hour Shoreline Marine. It's got the thing I liked about it is it has its own kind of a little switch on there where it'll turn itself on if it senses that there's water in the boat, So if you're at your campsite or you're just, got your boat docked, you can rest assured you just hit the auto on the switch and leave it, and then, should it rain or get a little water in your boat while you're maybe snoozing at the campsite, it'll flush it out for you. But other than that, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. I will go ahead and respond. Any questions, specs, measurements, product info. I am going to go throw some links in my description. Check out that Scotty phone mount. That thing is great. I know it's such a simple, stupid little thing that, most people just kind of overlook, and I'm sure there's some cheap ones on Amazon, but that thing's great. I mean, phones are expensive. I think my iPhone 15 was like $1,000 or $1,200. You certainly don't want to lose one when you hit a wave or something. So if you're looking for a secure mount for your phone, there it is. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Please hit that subscribe button and look forward to having some new videos for you guys soon. Cheers.